Good morning, students. I am Dr.R.SUGANYA, Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to see about the topic data breach, the case study on data breach. What does a data breach mean? A data breach is any security incident that results in unauthorized access. A data breach landscape. A data breach occurs where personal or sensitive information is subject to misuse, loss, or unauthorized access, modification, or disclosure. That is, which we contain and they assess, they notify, and then review. Leading causes of data breaches which is notified. Large scale cyber attacks by external threat actors, human error, that is internal processes, technology and access control. Large scale cyber attacks by external threat actors. So cyber attacks accounted for 11% of incidents notified between January 1 and 30th January 2022. So here we can see about the incidents which has been occurred by internal, external, authorized of third party and other. Scenario. It's Wednesday afternoon and we are informed of a cyber incident at our organization. A staff member has clicked on a link in an email that turned out to be a phishing attack. As a result, a threat actor has been able to access your network using the staff member's credentials and has downloaded the personal information of over 7,000 individuals including full names, email address, phone number and residential address. Your organization has immediately taken steps to contain the incident and prevent any further compromise of data and convened its incident response team. So what to consider when we have suffered a large scale cyber attack? How did it happen? Do you need immediate assistance through the Cyber Incident Response Service? What personal information has been accessed? Who is impacted? How many people are likely to be affected? Or any services impacted? What other information has been accessed? Has the information been filtrated? Has information has been published on the dark web or internet? Should we notify affected persons? When is the right time to notify affected persons? What is the risk to the individuals? Tips for notifying affected persons following a cyber attack. Notifying people that there has been a breach allow them to take action to reduce the risk of harm. You may have an ongoing interaction with affected persons. As the incident unfolds, this can help rebuild trust in your organization. Review your position on notifying regularly as incidents are fluid and the likelihood of harm that can quickly change. Lessons: notification and ongoing communication, implementing multi-factor authentication, training and awareness of how to identify the scams and attacks. Human error, which includes email or postal mail which is sent to wrong recipient and information which is provided in error over the phone. Missent emails. Case study. A health clinic provides voice therapy for transgender children. The clinic emails an invoice for voice therapy intended for the parent of one patient to the parent of a different patient. The invoice discloses the following information about the individual, that is their name, address and the service provided, from which people can infer sensitive information about the individual's gender. Missent emails lesson. Assessing harm. Look at the personal information involved. Consider who received the email. Presumably, they were in the clinic's database too. What does this tell you about harm? That is, was the email was received by a person who has been banned from the clinic for being violent towards staff? Was a breach detected internally, or did the recipient of the email inform the organization? The perspective of the affected the individual is important to the analysis of whether harm has occurred. We will consider this shortly. Information disclosed via telephone. Case study. John calls up a local council. He explains to a customer service officer Andrew that his sister is getting married but that he is not able to get in contact with his lost family friend Janine. So he explains that he would really like to invite Janine to the wedding and would the officer please give him a residential address so he can send her an invitation. Andrew has been taking calls all afternoon and there are 4 callers waiting in the queue. All council staffs have access to council's database so Andrew can easily access Janine's details. Andrew knows the basics of privacy but he thinks, well, what harm could come from this Janine receiving a wedding invitation? I'll just give him the address. Telephone. After hanging up the phone, Andrew feels that something doesn't feel right. He speaks to his manager. Just give her a heads up that you have been given out her address to this John fellow. Hopefully, she says it's fine. And Janine answers the phone but sounds panicked. She is at the local police station making a statement. John is her former partner and had arrived on her doorsteps in breach of a family violence intervention order in place to protect Janine and her children. Janine had relocated for her safety. Now John tracked down Janine using the address Andrew provided. Breaches due to internal processes and technology. Collaborative platforms, internal processes and technology. SharePoint, the internal process would be verification and the technology uses automation. And then collaborative platforms, OneNote can be used, Trello. That is, internal processes can be online portals, offboarding, and technology used is access controls and code-based bugs. What to consider when your internal processes results in a data breach? What training do you have? How often it is provided and is it targeted? What resources does your organization rely on? Are they effective? What system configurations can you change or enhance? How often do you conduct an audit or authorize third parties aware of their obligation? Thank you.